Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today is the next installment of Pen of the Week. This is the fourth episode of this series. This is where I show a pen and ink combination that I'm excited about using for the next week. First, let's look at last week. So here, last week I had the Leonardo Officina Italiano Momento Zero, and this is I have the green version of it, green and black. Really great pen. Loved working with it. Loved writing with it. Still got some ink left in there, so I'll be continuing to use that, the nice Aurora Black, which is a beautiful ink, great everyday ink, reliable, nice and smooth and wet, and that's one of the things I loved about the pen. And it's always just a joy to use that pen. It's a beautiful looking pen and feels great in the hand. This week we have the Visconti Rembrandt and Birmingham Pen Company's Jean Kelly Raspberry Rain. So the reason I chose this is because I got this ink recently. I wanted to give it a whirl, and I thought it sort of would match quite well with this pen, and I suppose it does. Okay, let's start with the pen. I love this pen. I think it's, before the Mirage and the Breeze, this was sort of like the entry-level Visconti pen, and I had some other Viscontis before I got this one, but I liked the purple, and it was a really good deal price-wise. And so I got it. So what I like about this pen is uncapped. It's got really great balance. There's a lot of weight down here. The resin itself is quite light, whereas the weight sort of leads down to the nib, so the balance is really nice. But even when it's posted, the balance is still pretty good because the weight sits on the webbing of your hand. And the magnet system of capping this pen adds a bit of weight to the body, gives it a bit of substantiality, which is nice. It's got a nice size nib. I have a Mirage coming and a Breeze eventually as well. They have the smaller nib, but yeah, it has a nice size nib. About the nib, it is reliable and it's actually pretty wet. It lays out a beautiful smooth wet line. Yeah, and also what I like about this pen is I like the material. Now I'm going to try and capture some of this. It might be easier in the photos. But at a distance, this pen is purple. But the closer you get to it, you see that there are blues and there are sort of these greys and reds and stuff that are all sort of swirled in through it. And it, obviously Rembrandt's style of paint, mixing colours and things like that is evident in the sort of material of this pen, and it's beautiful. And classic Visconti, not the high-end Viscontis, of course. It's just a steel nib and all of that, but a really lovely pen. The ink is, as a Jean Kelly Raspberry Rain from Birmingham Pen Company. I love these inks, and I don't mind these bottles. They're, sort of a decent size. They're really great. But I love this colour. I think it's a really nice sort of dark, sort of burgundy red winey sort of colour. It's not super wet, which in this pen is good. And the other thing about this ink is that it's super affordable. These are like $5.99 American for a bottle, and you get quite a lot of ink, so that's really great deal. Okay, so I'll do the writing sample, as we all know, from Bram Stoker's Dracula, and then we'll sort of just talk about the writing. Okay, where we left off. Okay, so funnily enough, we're getting a couple of little hard starts here, which is a bit interesting. I've not sort of found that with this pen, so I might just do a quick little investigation of that. But apart from that, it writes really nicely, and they're not terribly bad hard starts, just like a little sort of bit occasionally like that. But it's generally a fairly sort of smooth, reliable, and as you can see, quite wet nib. Like, it lays down a beautiful sort of line of this ink, and consistent line and all of that. So yeah, I'm not sure about those little hard starts. I'll check that out. It's probably easy fix just with the nib. But yeah, really like this pen and ink combination of Birmingham Pen Company's Gene Kelly Raspberry Rain and the Visconti Rembrandt. So I'll be using this for the next week, and yeah, then we'll sort of see where we go from there. So I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. Please feel free to get in touch using any of the platforms listed below. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter and all that at the _offstage_me. Yeah, get in touch if there are products you think I should be looking at, or if there's a way you'd like to support the channel, get in touch and let's see what we can do. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy your ink, and I'll talk to you later.